Hey guys, out here for another metal detecting adventure out on the river. It's a little bit muddy today. You can see it's not crystal clear, so we may not get any good underwater footage, but the river has come down quite a bit, and it's just about back to normal level. So even though it's a little muddy from the recent rains, it's not really up, so shouldn't have any issue with swift current or debris floating in the water or anything like that. So we're going to start at this spot here where the bank looks like it's been kind of eroded away. You can see up on the bank that's, you know, pretty high up there. It's kind of hard clay against the side and a little bit sandy out further out. So hopefully there'll be some relics right in this area where the sand meets the clay. So we'll start metal detecting, and I'll show you the first thing I dig up. Hopefully I remember to take the camera out before I start digging it up this time. So turn the camera on in a few minutes. All right, the first thing we're going to dig up is right in front of me here. Let me turn my detector back on. You can hear it. Kind of sounds bullet-like, 70s for the most part. So let's see. I don't think we're gonna get any underwater footage, but maybe I'll clear away some of the silt and put the camera down there anyway in case we capture it on film. Well, that's all it was. Piece of a Coke can. Hopefully the next thing we get will be better. Okay, this signal sounds very bullet-like, but I did just dig up a modern 22 bullet, so who knows if that's actually what it is. I don't know if you can hear that. It looks like 60s, 70s, around there. So we'll fan the silt. I'll put the camera on. Maybe we'll get a little bit of underwater footage. It's not so bad in this spot because it's shallow. I'm pretty sure that's a modern bullet. Yeah, pretty sure on that one. Anyway, we'll keep detecting. Just got this. That's kind of an old looking spike, you know, really old looking. So that could be a good sign that we're in a good area. For my research, this should be a good area, but you never know. So let's keep working our way upstream and see what else we find. That's sort of a weird signal right up here. I'm not sure what it is. It gives a nice squeak and then iron, but I'm just not sure what it is. So let's go down and take a look. Alright, so that's what it is. Whatever that is. Big old piece of iron. Alright, well, we'll keep looking in this area because there's obviously stuff here. I'm hearing signals, so see what else we get. Okay, we have our first bullet of the day. The fired mini ball. It's really like smush, so it almost doesn't even look like it has a conical base, but if you look carefully you can see it, and then the three rings. That hit like a tree or something really up close. So I'm going to slow down right here. This is good hard bottom that goes for a long way around this bend in the river. So we're going to carefully check this because even though this is a fired one, if this hit the bank up there, for a tree that was here. They could have been shooting at troops that were on this side that could have dropped some stuff. So we're not skunked for the day, which is great. All right, gonna keep detecting. Hey, check out that tree there, guys. Look at it's like two trees like connected together almost. Looks like they're hugging each other. That's kind of neat. I don't think I've ever seen a tree or two trees exactly like that. I guess they grew next to each other in the bank, and then the bank collapsed is what happened. All right, I'm gonna keep detecting up the river. All right, guys, so my apologies for not filling you in on what the plan was today. I was headed upstream to a fording area that I've always wanted to check out, but I haven't been able to do this before because I didn't have a motor on my kayak, and I'm not paddling 2.5 to 3 miles upstream. I suppose I could, but it would take all day. So in any event, we've made it to just below the fording area, and I'm going to detect up to the fording area on both sides. Now, what makes me excited about this area is this is rock solid bottom. So that's awesome. We should find stuff in this area. So we're going to start right in front of this tree here, and we're going to detect up the river towards the ford. I hope we're going to find some really cool relics very soon. So I just dug up this modern bullet. I can tell you it's modern because I can see the cantilures around it. But it was shot into something real close, probably these rocks here. And all that's left is this lead ring. More importantly, I just found this half of a horseshoe on the bank. It's super like worn. You could tell that that's what it was, half a horseshoe, but it's been on the bank a long time, and it's kind of eroding away. So that was right over there. So certainly could be Civil War stuff if we're at the ford, which I think we are at. Okay, that's another indication we're at the ford. Just found that half a horseshoe. It was on the bottom there with a, I guess it's a stick chewed by a beaver, but we have the half a horseshoe. So it could easily be from the Civil War, from this ford right where we're at. All right, hopefully we'll start finding some good stuff here. All right, guys, just found this cool bullet here at the fording area. I did not get it on film because current's really strong and it's hard to kind of dig and operate the camera at the same time. Anyway, that's a really cool bullet. You can see the green algae on it, so it was laying exposed to the sun on the surface. What's really interesting about it, look at the bottom of that. Now, I would guess that's a carved mini ball, but the top looks like it's fired, unless that's carved also. I don't know. You guys have to let me know about that. That's 100% a Civil War bullet, but I'm just not sure if it's carved. Well, it has to be carved. I don't think I've ever seen a bullet with a base like that. But then was it carved and then fired, or just they carved that on the top? I don't know. Well, that makes me really happy because this is definitely the fording area. And I don't only know that from finding bullets here and finding half a horseshoe, but I'm going to show you guys something really cool if I can find it again once I cross the ford. I actually walked across the ford. My boat is tied up on the other side, but I'll go back over to my boat in a little bit, and as I cross the ford, if I can find this thing, I'm going to show it to you because it's really, really cool. Besides all the other things we're finding that confirms this is a ford, also I got a big iron signal walking across the ford here, and I thought it might be a shell, but here's what it is, and I'll show it to you underwater. Hope you can see that. That is a kind of an iron pole type thing, really thick, and it's driven into the rock, like hammered into the rock. You see the top is deformed because it's hit with a hammer. There is another ford on this river about, I don't know, 5-10 miles from here, where I found some stuff before, and it has the exact same spikes driven in, and it's across the ford at that spot. I think those were to mark the ford, so you could see where it was, particularly at low water, or maybe even high water. Maybe something's attached to that to let folks know, hey, this is where the ford is. So I thought that's really cool. And that I don't know if that's Civil War or before the Civil War that someone put these here to mark the ford. But regardless, that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna keep detecting across the ford to the other side. All right, kind of sounds like a bullet right there, and the water's cleared up quite a bit since we got here. Let me find it exactly. Right there, right there. Excellent, a bullet. And we got that one on film, which is really cool. That's a fired bullet for sure. You can kind of see how it impacted and smushed on the bottom. That's kind of a typical fired mini ball. Well, could be more in here. All right, we have another good signal, so let's get it. This is solid rock, so whatever it is should be right on top of the rock. It almost sounds like a coin, not quite like a bullet. But let's see, it's right under a flat rock on the bottom, so we should be able to find it easy. That's all it was, a little modern copper jacketed bullet. That's why it sounded so good. This might even be, you know, completely copper. Oh well, we'll keep looking. Hey guys, forgot to do the wrap up while I was out on the river, but you probably saw most of everything I found. We found, found 3 bullets here, 3 fired bullets. Have the fired mini ball, and this one that I said was carved, I actually think that's just a Williams cleaner missing the base to it. That could easily be what that is. Not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that that's all that is. But still a cool find. And you saw the pieces of horseshoes and things like that I found. One thing that I didn't mention while I was out there, but it's just really cool that I was able to walk across the Civil War ford back and forth exactly in the footsteps of where these soldiers had walked, you know, 160 plus years ago. So that was really, really neat. And I didn't mention the video, but I was very impacted by it. Also, I hope you enjoyed that little clip of the snake there. Saw that water snake go into the bank, and that was pretty neat how he stuck his head back out. Anyway, hope to be out on the river soon. I'll see you next time.